Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hari Krishna. Welcome back to another Bhagavad-gita class, led by your host, me, Prahlad. And today we are doing Bhagavad-gita 415. Getting straight into it. Nope. Yep. Evam jñātvā kṛtam karma pūrvair api mumukṣubhiḥ kuru karmaiva tasmāt tvam pūrvataram kṛtam evam. Thus, jñātvā, knowing well, kṛtam, performed, karma, work, pūrvair, by past authorities, api, although, mumukṣubhiḥ, who attained liberation, kuru, just performed, karma, prescribed duty, evam, certainly, tasmāt, therefore, tvam, you, pūrvair, by the predecessors, purvataram, ancient predecessors, kṛtam, as performed. As the liberated souls in the ancient times acted with this understanding and so attained liberation, therefore, as the ancients, you should perform your duty in this divine consciousness. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. There are two classes of men. Some of them are full of polluted material things within their hearts, and some of them are materially free. Krishna consciousness is equally beneficial for both of these persons. Those who are full of dirty things can take to the line of Krishna consciousness for a gradual cleansing process, following regulative principles of devotional service. Those who are already cleansed of the impurities may continue to act in the same Krishna consciousness, so that others may follow their exemplary activities and thereby be benefited. Foolish persons or neophytes in Krishna consciousness often want to retire from activities without having knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Arjuna's desire to retire from activities on the battlefield was not approved by the Lord. One need only to know how to act, to retire from the activities of Krishna consciousness, and to sit aloof, making a show of Krishna consciousness, is less important than actually engaging in the field of activities for the sake of Krishna. Arjuna is here advised to act in Krishna consciousness, following in the footsteps of the Lord's previous disciples, such as the sun god Vivasvān. Vivasvān. What is it, a V?
Yeah, Vivasvān.
Vivasvān. As mentioned herein before, the Supreme Lord knows all his past activities as well as those of persons who acted in Krishna consciousness in the past. Therefore, he recommends the acts of the sun god, who learnt this art from the Lord some millions of years before. All such students of Lord Kṛṣṇa are mentioned here as past liberated persons, engaging in the discharge of duties allotted by Krishna. There we go. Looking at the differences, a few. So in the original, all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding, and so attained liberation. Has been changed to all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. What does the change say? He says this better matches the Sanskrit and the translation.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's. I think
Does
that's
it
for
better
the.
match what Prabhupada said?
I don't know. The tab's not open.
We'll go up into bookmarks and then Bhagavad-gita class.
Bookmarks.
Yeah, we'll probably have bookmarks chapter 2 manuscripts. Do the last one.
Oh. But I think that might be for the word for word, because there's no writing on the translation.
Mhm.
Waiting for it to load.
Yeah, and you probably have to change the URL because that'll be for the Gita second chapter.
Anyway, going back to the. Nah, it's not loading. Going back to the differences. In the original, therefore, comma, as the ancients, comma, you should perform your duty in this divine consciousness, has been changed to, therefore, you should perform your duty, comma, following in their footsteps.
And what did it say before? As the ancients.
Therefore, as the ancients, you should perform your duty in this divine consciousness.
That's cool.
Therefore, you should perform your duty, following in their footsteps.
Boring. What's the justification for that change?
There is none.
Okay.
Unless it's part of the same. This better matches the Sanskrit.
Yeah. It's like a crap.
Can you put oil?
Yeah, well, that's all the changes there.
Leather?
It's not leather.
What is this? Okay.
It's a mixture of stuff.
Do I put the translation
Hmm?
in ChatGPT?
Yeah. I mean, hang on. Have you done all the changes?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, do all the changes and talk about the verse.
Here, befitted or benefited has been changed from 2 T's to 1 T. I think that's just the spelling change. And then a semicolon is being taken away. The changes in the translation, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not loading. I'm not sure what the changes in the translation, where that's from. Yeah. I guess to me, it doesn't really change the meaning of it that much. My consciousness flying. Yeah, it doesn't really change the meaning. Maybe because I'm able to look at both of them and be like, oh yeah, I can understand that what the second edition is saying based on what the first edition said. Yeah, but otherwise, if I just read the second edition, I might come to slightly different conclusion to than if I read the first. Only the first. For the changes. Still not loading. Anyway, talking about the actual purports. Talking about the 2 different classes of men, the one Krishna consciousness and the one polluted by material things. Talks about doing your duty, and Arjuna is not doing his duty. Arjuna's desire to retire from activities in the battlefield was not approved by the Lord. One needs only to know how to act. To retire from to retire from the activities of Krishna consciousness and to sit aloof, making a show of Krishna consciousness, is less important than actually engaging in the fields of activities for the sake of Krishna. Okay. Yes, basically what the purport is saying is that following the footsteps of previous disciples, and the Supreme Lord or Krishna knows all about the past, and you might not, or you or I might not know about my past lives or whatever. But Krishna does, and so your life as it is now will be sort of designed by Krishna based on your past. So it's sort of exciting seeing how it is now gives you sort of an indication of how it was before. So yeah, there's not really much else to say. It's pretty clear cut. Oh yes, it says foolish persons or neophytes in Krishna consciousness often want to retire from activities without having knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Yeah. Not exactly sure what that means.
It means people stop doing their prescribed duties,
Ah.
but then they just end up being a dropout, lazy.
Mm.
They're not actually Krishna conscious, they're just irresponsible.
Mm.
It's one thing to be completely transcendental and sort of abandon your material duties and stuff. It's another thing to just be like, YOLO.
Mm. Yeah. Oh yeah, it also says that those who are full of dirty things can take to the line of Krishna consciousness for a gradual cleansing process. So, in previous verses it talks about how Krishna consciousness is a path that people go on, and it's not a are you Krishna conscious, yes, no sort of situation. So yeah, it is a gradual cleansing process. Yeah, it's a continued theme. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. Thinking about a contemporary application. Yeah, for the people who have dirty things, getting the gradual cleansing process of Krishna consciousness, doing your sadhana, chanting, doing service, that sort of stuff. Reading the books, Prabhupada's books, that's that sort of process, and then eventually, those who have already cleansed the impurities, so, you got your devotees, who are at that stage, continue to do that even though the cleansing process is basically finished. So continue to do that to be exemplary to other people, and yeah, being able to walk the walk and talk the talk. You wouldn't just stop after you've been cleansed. You'd want to continue, and it also says that you'd be benefited. So yeah. Yeah. Going on to the Tereo parts, which you have to show me which thing it is.
Yeah. What's that? It's the one that's open. You just punch in the number. Yeah, just punch in the number down there. 4.15. It's not turned on. What does it say?
It appears you are referencing a verse number, likely from the Bhagavad-gita, as previous texts were related to the scripture. It reads and it shows the translation.
Oh
Would you
no,
like
go
to?
down to translate Gita to Maori.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. 415.
Ah, Dr. Wawari says, Haribol, brother. Haribol. Let this load a little bit. Why is the text so small?
Increase the browser. So,
There's no option to.
the browser soon.
Yeah,
Browser.
it isn't there.
Yeah.
It's not there on the bar. On the other tabs, it is not on.
Huh?
Look, it's there for here, and it's not there.
Yeah, just go control, command plus. Command plus.
Okay. So the tereo. Here we go. Kua mahi na wahiru warua wakaore I na wa o mua me teni tene maramantanga o taku ahua wakahite wakafite na raira me mahi ko ito mahi e waya ana e o rato ratua ratou tapue. Here we go. Look at that, right? So, gua have past tense marker. Mahi acted, performed. Na the plural marker. Wairua souls. Wakakore liberated, freed. I in na the plural marker. Wa times. O of scroll down. Mua ancient past. Me with. Dene this maramantanga understanding, realization, o of taku my ahua nature from wakafiti transcendental na therefore rera so then me should ought to mahi perform do. Let's go down a bit. Oh yeah. Goe you into to your mahi duty task e marker indicating a continuous or repetitive action. Why wahai following wahi following ana present continuous tense marker I in or at or there ratua there again tapue footsteps. Okay, nice. Well, going back to the verse itself to finish us off. Evam jñātvā kṛtam karma pūrvair api mumukṣubhiḥ kuru karmaiva tasmāt tvam pūrvair pūrvataramam vatar kar vat purvataram kṛtam. Okay, I'll re-say that. Purvataram kṛtam. There we go. All the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding and so attained liberation. Therefore, as the ancients, you should perform your duty in this divine consciousness. Thank you guys for watching live, for the comments, the reactions. I see there's a few likes. Thank you guys for watching live, and if you're watching afterwards, thank you also. Yeah, if you enjoy any of the content that we do, give it a like, share it around, tag your friends. And yeah, I will be back next week to do some more Bhagavad-gita classes. Good evening, or good morning, good evening, or good night. It's a good night for me. And yeah, I'll see you again. Thank you, brother. Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, Haribo.